Hi, Mrs. White.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Dr. Brungton. You can just call me John.
Hi, John.
And your name?
Eliana.
Eliana. It's nice to meet you. So, I understand Eliana was in the hospital recently for her asthma.
Yes.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about her asthma.
Well, she's had it ever since she was born. Her two little brothers have it, and I just feel like we've become regulars here.
How long ago was this stay in the hospital?
Just like a week and a half ago.
Okay. Did she have to go to the ICU?
This time she did.
It's serious. Has she ever been to the ICU before?
No.
Okay. And what medicines does she take for her asthma at home?
I have to write those down because I can never remember them all. Flovent, Singulair, Zyrtec. How do you say that one?
That's Orpha. That's oral steroids, usually taken right after a visit for asthma.
Okay. That, and then she uses an inhaler like all day long.
Do you think she uses it every day?
Definitely.
Have you ever seen a pulmonary specialist or an asthma specialist for her asthma?
She saw like a special lung doctor here.
A pulmonologist?
Yeah, I think that's what you call it.
Do you think that helped at all?
No, I mean, honestly, I feel like we have tried everything. I feel like we've given her every medicine. I follow every direction you doctors give us, and nothing ever helps. I mean, to tell you the truth, I'm like at the point now where I feel like we should just move.
Why do you say that you need to move?
Like, our apartment is wet. Like, with all this rain we've had, the carpet feels damp. We have had a hole in our ceiling for over a year, and every time it rains, like, chunks come down, like, more of the ceiling, like, the hole gets bigger and bigger. And this black stuff is on the wall, and I scrub it off with bleach, and it doesn't come off. It just grows back.
And I assume you've talked to your landlord about that as well.
I've tried to. I call him, he comes out, he paints this stuff over it, so it paints over it, but the next time it rains, it just turns black again.
So I think that's something that we can definitely talk about. I did want to talk also about if you have any trouble keeping medicines for her at home, or if you have a good supply at home.
Well, it's funny you should ask that. It was never been a problem, but I just got a letter yesterday from the welfare people saying that something's not right with her Medicaid and that it's ending on March 30th.
Okay. Have you been able to talk to anybody with the welfare folks?
Have you ever tried to call anybody down there? No, you can't get through to a live person down there.
Yeah, the phone system's frustrating.
Yeah.
You know, I think that there's a couple of things that we can do to try and work with Eliana's asthma today. One of the things that's important is working to make sure that we can get some changes in your apartment. If there is mold, and it sounds like there is in the house, that can definitely make it harder for the asthma. We have a medical legal partnership here. We can have one of the lawyers that comes in and talks with you about that.
Okay.
See if there's things that we can work with to make sure that the changes get made in the home that need to be made.
All right.
I think one of the things we can also talk about is her insurance. They can work with you to make sure that her Medicaid doesn't expire, make sure that she stays insured,
Okay.
and make sure that she keeps her medicines.
All right.
I think there's probably room to change her medicines around. I'd like to look back and see what she's been on in the past,
All
and
right.
also look back at the notes from the pulmonologist. I think working with the medicines and working with a pulmonologist in the future will be important, but it's also important to make those changes in the household to make sure she has the medicines.
Okay.
So if it's okay with you, I'd like to see if there's time for you to sit down and talk to one of our lawyers today about those two things.
Yeah.
Do you think you have time today?
Yeah, I mean, we'll make time.
Okay. So we'll do that. While you do that, I'll look at her chart and look back through the pulmonologist notes and get a referral in.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks.